Hi everyone, I'm Mr. Ron and I'm from Arts for All. Here it is on my t-shirt. And I'm here to be with you to make some art together. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is show you a picture. And I want you to take a look at this picture, and when we get back, I'm going to have a few questions for you. So I'll be right back. Okay, so you saw the picture. I hope you liked it. Here are my questions. I'm going to read them to you. What did you see in this picture? If you can tell someone in the room with you, you can do that, or you can think about it in your mind. So what you saw were puppets. What is a puppet? How can you describe what a puppet is? I'm going to read you a definition. A puppet is a small figure created by a puppeteer or artist that can have a personality, a voice, and a movement with the help of the puppeteer. What is a puppeteer? You probably know that, but I'm going to read that definition too. A puppeteer is a person who operates, designs, or costumes puppets and creates puppet shows. Now the puppet or puppets, I think you saw more than one, that you saw were created by an artist named Paul Klee. What kind of puppets were those? Well, they're called hand puppets. And why do you think they're called hand puppets? And you're probably right. It's because they go on your hand. They fit right on your hand. So today, we are going to create our own hand puppet. It's not going to look exactly like the ones Paul Klee made, but it'll be a puppet that goes on your hand. And we're going to use materials, found materials from your home. What are found materials? Those are materials that may just be laying around in your house. Maybe you were going to throw them away, maybe recycle them. Maybe they're just some extra pieces left over for something else. I'm going to show you the kind I found in my home. I found a leftover paper bag that I have already cut some shapes out of, as you can see. I have some writing paper like we use in school. I found some leftover pieces of wrapping paper. I found some aluminum foil. I found some junk mail, things I got in the mail that I'm not going to use. I found a paper plate that I've already cut some shapes from. I found some bubble wrap paper. That's right, here you go. I found some newspaper, and I found some construction paper and even a leftover cookie box that if I wanted to, I could cut up into the cardboard from the inside. So those are the kind of things we talk about when we say found materials. All right, so we also need some tools to put our hand puppet together. We need a scissors. We need some glue. So whether you have a glue stick or liquid glue, that's fine. If you don't have any glue, you can always use tape. Okay, so we're going to get started. I'm going to zoom in on my desk and demonstrate how to make this hand puppet. I will be right back. Okay, so here we are on my desk. And before we even start, let's talk about what kind of puppet you're going to make, what character you're going to use. So when you design a puppet, you have to think what it's going to look like. So you can make a puppet out of a character out of your imagination, a character from a book, a TV show, a movie, a cartoon, even a comic book, any kind of character you want. And you want to think about what it's going to look like, what it's going to show with its face. Is it going to be happy, sad, angry, surprised? So think about what their emotion will be and what it will be feeling. So let's talk about how we're going to make it. I cut out from a piece of paper a piece that's 4 inches across and 8 inches long. 4 inches by 8 inches. All right, then I'm going to fold it in half. Okay, all right. This will be where the face goes. Now I flip it open because I want to glue these two sides together. So I flip it open and I take my stick glue, or you could use liquid glue or even tape, and I want to put glue or tape on this side and this side. So open up my glue, twist the bottom. Okay, and I'm going to put glue over here and glue over here. All right, then I'm going to glue it shut. Press it down on either side. Okay, so now where I folded it is closed. This side is glued closed. This side is glued closed, but the bottom is still open. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause for a minute and let the glue dry. I'll be right back. Okay, so I let my glue dry on the two sides, and as you can see, I brought out some of my papers, my found papers. So now I need to make a face on the front side. Remember, thinking about whether it's happy, sad, or angry, and we can use our scissors to cut some shapes. And when we use our scissors, I put my thumb in the little hole, a couple of fingers in the big hole to open and close the scissors. I'm always careful with the scissors. If you need help, you can always ask someone. And when you cut, you bring your paper into the scissors. So let's start. I'm not going to cut out everything now. We want to save some time, but I'll cut out a few facial features, the features for the face, and then I'll take a pause, do the rest, and come back. So let's start with the eyes. I'm going to use my aluminum foil to cut out a circle. Cut out two circles. I can turn the paper around while I'm cutting. Decide where I want to put the eyes. Now, they don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be perfectly shaped or perfectly the same size. Do the best you can. So I'm going to decide where I want to place the eyes. Now, when you look at your eye, you have also a little part in the middle. So I'm going to use black paper to cut out an even smaller circle for the eyeball. I'm doing it quickly to save some time, but you can take your time, do as much time as you want when you do yours. So I'm going to place my eyes there. So let's glue these down. Okay, there's one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I want to put the eyeballs in the middle. Now something small like that is a little hard to do, to put the glue on there. So I think in this case, I'm going to put the glue on the bigger paper first, and then put the eyeballs on them. That 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now I have the two eyes made with aluminum foil and black paper. So I still have to make the eyebrows, the nose, the mouth, and even the ears. Now I'm going to do that while we pause our video, so I don't take up too much time. And then I'll show you what it looks like when I get back. Okay, so I cut out my shapes to make the eyes, the eyebrows, the nose, the mouth, the ears. I even gave this character a little bit of hair on the top. And it's a person. I don't know who the person is, but it's a person I made up from my imagination. As I said, yours could be a person, an animal, a character from anything, a book, a TV show, a movie, a cartoon. We place the shapes down to make it look happy or sad. I think mine looks a little bit happy. And what I'm going to do now is pause again, and when I come back, I will show you how to work this kind of hand puppet. In the meantime, we're letting some of the glue dry. Okay, be right back. All right, so here's my hand puppet. As you remember, the top is closed because that's where we folded it. The sides are closed because that's where we glued it. But the bottom is still open, see? So the idea is to very carefully open the bottom without opening up the whole thing. Stick your 3 middle fingers into the bottom, like that. And then when you turn it around, you have your hand puppet. Your thumb is the arm, the pinky is the other arm. So you move it around, decide how it's going to walk. Maybe it'll fly, maybe it'll go to sleep, maybe it'll jump, and it can wave, and it can touch its hands, and it can touch you. And so then you want to give it a voice. After you practice moving it around, you give it a voice. What's the voice? Hello, everyone. My name is Mr. Ron the Puppet. Now you can give it a high voice like I did, or you can give it a low voice like this and make it move around, give it that kind of a voice. So it's your puppet, you're the artist, you're the puppeteer. How do you want it to move? How do you want it to talk? But this is our basic hand puppet. Very simple, pretty easy to put together, but it looks like a puppet, okay? So I hope you had fun seeing this lesson. And when it's your turn to make your puppet, I hope you have fun. And you can make as many puppets as you want. You can put them all together and do a puppet show. I wish I could see them. So let me give you some questions I want you to consider after you make your puppet, okay? Here they are, I'm going to read them to you. What character did you choose to make a puppet? And why did you choose that character? What types of materials did you find in your house to make that puppet? What feelings does your puppet face show? Is it happy or sad or angry or moody? How did you cut the eyebrows or tear the eyebrows and the eyes? How did you tear and make all those shapes? What is your puppet's name? What does it eat? What is its favorite thing to do? Think of it as a real live person or thing. And what does its voice sound like? Lastly, what words did you learn today? Is hand puppet new words for you? All right, so that's it for today. I will see you again another time. I hope to do some more artwork. Stay safe and well, and thanks for taking part in my lesson. Bye-bye.